Welcome to the show that talks about Tulsa, people making a difference in the Tulsa community. Special guest interviews spotlighting local businesses to covering important issues within the community no one else is talking about. The hot topics and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use with your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper and Ms. Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, or on www.KBOB899.com, or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Ms. Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, October 18th, 2023. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mom and them and tell them. You can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
On today's show, there's a new housing development coming up in North Tulsa. Find out the details on the significance of the property and how you can be the first to secure a spot.
Yep. Also in studio, Cameron Walker, William Tisdale, and City Councilwoman Vanessa Hall Harper discussing the housing needs of North Tulsa and how the new development will be part of the long-term housing shortage situation.
And of course, our Hump Day hot topics, which are war in Israel. President Biden is on the way to offer support. The youngest teacher in the United States has ties to an Oklahoma HBCU.
What?
And our friends in Omaha have a new theater. Find out more about it. Birthdays and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. Put on y'all seatbelt. We'll be right back.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Boo, ha, 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 ha. It's that time again at Oasis Fresh Market. It's a kid's dream wonderland. Basically, I'm talking about the Oasis Fresh Market Trunk or Treat. Trunk or Treat 2023. And you know it's about to be lit. Okay, here's what I need you to do. Grab the kid, put some costumes on, and prepare to celebrate Halloween Oasis style. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market from 12 noon until 3 p.m. If you ain't know how Oasis does it, let me put you up on game. There will be giveaway, game, pumpkin carving, face paint, free food, community resources, a live DJ, vendor. Plus, there's a costume contest for kids and adults. World One Development NYCU.FM at KBOB 89.9 is live, lit, and on the scene, broadcasting live. And if that wasn't enough, the kids will go trunk to trunk, filling those baskets up with goodies. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market. They've created a safe, family-friendly environment for the kids to come out and have some fun. So make sure you're there Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market, 1725 North Peoria, from 12 noon until 3 p.m.
Yeah. No, I'm just playing.
Don't start. Don't start today.
89.9 FM World One Development News You Can Use, Charles and Damali.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things. One, so we can support, and two, so we can be informed.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes fitting back in EdGirect Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and Oklahoma Community Support Coalition. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with an emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profits, and a return on that investment. And I am so excited and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is implementing business operations, designing and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I am also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
Damali, what's up?
Not much. What's happening?
It's Wednesday, it's hump day.
Thank God.
I know, and the temperature is just right.
I know. Yeah, this is my time of year.
It's your time of year?
It is. I can't stand too hot or too cold.
Damali, you see what happened when I turned that beat on?
Yeah, that's like
Charles was about to go straight.
I know
to
he was about to start stuffing. I know, right?
He about to go
already
straight
got on my Wakanda shirt. Langston Homecoming this weekend. Y'all better turn me down before I turn up. And it's a beautiful day outside.
Right? On that one.
Hey, man, I had a brother out there cruising. He had his Lokes on, the cowboy hat. You know what I mean? He had the wind blowing to his hair. He had it going on. I think a moth or something hit him in the eye. He had to shake that off.
Stop it.
You know how you be cool with something hit you in the eye?
I done done that many a time.
He's still rolling. But y'all drive to arrive alive out there, man. It's a beautiful day in Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA. We're excited about a super spectacular show we got going on today.
Absolutely.
Damali, how's your week been, man? It's been busy in Tulsa.
Yeah, it's been kind of hectic, you know.
Kind of hectic.
A lot of stuff going on, but it's all great stuff. You know, we are at a good time, I feel, in Tulsa. You know, there's just a lot of great energy. There's a lot of buzz going on, just a lot of great things. And that's why we try to keep you guys tapped in so that you know what's happening. You know, like our saying is around here all the time is there are many great things happening in North Tulsa. You just got to tap in.
I know, and that weather kind of zigzagged us over the last few days. It's like literally was cold a couple days. Yeah, but I think we're on a climb now.
I know.
I can get back to the regular normal.
Listen, I got my boots in.
You got your boots in.
I pulled them boots out.
The one thing about the ladies, they can't wait.
Boots and leather.
For the fall.
It's on and popping.
Because it's boots time. What we got going on?
Hey, so before we get started, we want to send prayers to the family, friends, and fans of actress Suzanne Summers. I don't know if you guys remember her from Three Is Company. Well, she passed away at the age of 76 years old.
76 years
You know,
old.
that's something because I remember that show, you know, and I'm like, man, am I that old that she was 76? I mean, man.
Man, she was having fun. And they said time flies when you're having fun.
That's right.
Three's Company was a good show.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Jack Tripper.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Right. So prayers for that family in our community because she would definitely be missed.
Rebuilding Black Wall Street, episode 3. What y'all think about that?
Man, it was a huge success, man.
Yes.
Mario was just here Monday, last week on the show, and I'm telling you, her energy on the show matched at the purple carpet.
The purple carpet came out. Exactly.
Down a little bit, but the episode itself. Shout out to Carl Walker, man.
Yes.
You know, I didn't even know he was in it.
I didn't either.
You know what? I should have known he was in it.
Why?
Because when he came into the event center, he had a shave so cold.
Man, now don't miss. He don't miss on the shave.
He don't miss on the shave. And I mean, he had this stuff together. He was looking brand new.
Listen, I've been knowing him for years, since before my kids was born. And my oldest daughter's 35, and he don't miss.
But really, they had me sold on. They had Max Wings there.
Always home. So Demario, shout out to her. It was the transition home. It was amazing.
Right.
She is doing amazing things, you know, right here in the heart of North Tulsa. I'm telling y'all, you need to tap in. So this week's show is going to be The Farm.
The Farm.
And that is Dr. Rodney Clark and his wife, Sheila. They have a farm right here in North Tulsa. So we're going to be looking, following their story. Also, Oasis is going to appear.
Oasis going to show up.
Which means we might show up here and there.
We might think about, you know how we do. We look around the corner and look back. Like, you know what I'm talking about? But
yeah, we in that thing.
I am excited because what I love about us, we've been supporting and showing up everywhere for every episode.
So this is huge. It's huge for North Tulsa, you know. So we're excited. Looks like we're going to be doing a watch party at Oasis.
At Oasis Fresh Market on Friday. We're gonna pull out a little red carpet, little velvet rope. You know, we just trying to show that there are great things happening, and for Oprah Own Network. Hosted by Morris Chestnut. Mary and John and all of that to be coming to our city and highlighting some of the things that we do that people may or may not know about all over the country is always a good thing.
It's huge. Hey, so we also want to send out a congratulations to our very own Uncle Bobby Eaton.
Uncle Bobby B.
He was honored this weekend at the Stone Awards in Memphis.
Yeah.
So, and I saw pictures, and Bobby was clean.
Bobby was ready.
Yeah, he was ready.
We told Bobby before he left because we went to the Stone Awards a few years ago in Memphis. I said, Uncle Bobby, you better be ready. Because I'm telling you right now.
He brought his A-game.
Yeah, I knew he was ready because he was riding down the highway on the live video.
I know, right?
See it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm on my way to Memphis. He even changed his voice. I'm like, I know you're in radio, but I'm on my way to Memphis. And I said, man, but those pictures look good. Congratulations to KBOB.
Yes.
Congratulations to Uncle Bobby and to the community, because if it's one person that represents the community, it's Uncle Bobby Eaton.
It's Uncle Bobby Eaton. I heard that my team, Coach Prime, they lost this weekend. What happened?
They got snuck. You don't even know what that is. In Little Rock, when you say snuck, that means you had your back turned, somebody punch you and knock you out. He got snuck. He got stole on.
Yes.
Man, that was winning 29-0 at halftime. They got snuck. No, okay. I think they got distracted, man. I heard at halftime, Shadur Sanders was posting up some of his line of clothing, and I'm like, but what they doing is different. Mm-hmm. And I think it might have got a little too different for them on that night. Right. Because Stafford came storming back.
Was not playing the game.
They wasn't playing the game, and they couldn't do nothing about it. And they lost in double overtime.
Man, I missed the whole game.
Get on Facebook and made a post. He said, yeah, we got beside ourselves.
Yeah.
And, he was like, we got to get right, because that can't happen again.
Right.
So they checked themselves, but it was actually getting checked after the game. So
yeah. All right. Well, Coach Prime, next week. That's next week. I'm still riding with y'all.
Everybody's expecting a great season out of these guys. They're already having a great season.
Listen, I say this because Coach Prime came to a school that was not doing so well. Their record was, what was it, 1-11 or something like that?
1-11, and nobody watching. I don't even remember the last time I was thinking I want to watch a Colorado Buffalo.
Correct.
Since like with them and OU, you got to go back like 20 years.
And let's not get on the amount of revenue that he's brought.
Oh my God, just massive crazy. So in my mind, win, lose, or draw,
over 100 million already.
Man, they doing the thing already. So I'm cool. So Coach Prime, I'm with you.
Want me to tell you something else?
What's that?
How about them Cowboys?
Okay,
boy, because all Cowboy Nation was in depression.
Yes,
they was in depression after.
You say what?
I had to put on some HBCU for the Cowboys because they came back and finally did something
like
an
HBCU style.
Well, I'm gonna say this: Dak Prescott, he actually played a decent game.
Decent, right?
I went back and watched the highlights. Charles.
You missed the game.
He fell asleep on them. He woke up saying he woke up saying Cooper Rush took us to. I'm like, boy, you don't have a night.
John, I'm watching the game with Chef Jay, and he like, man, Cooper Rush in the game. I'm like, what game is you watching? Man? Like, no,
some of a different.
Anyway,
but anyway, this is not Two Dogs.
Yes.
2 Dogs is every Tuesday.
Yes.
From 6 to 8, and they're gonna hit you on all the sports. But we had to just give you a little something because we got so many people either love or hate the Cowboys.
Michael Brewer said thumbs down.
He
thumbs
should.
down.
Them Eagles crashed and burned.
No, Michael, what happened to your Eagles?
He don't want to talk about it.
The wings of death.
You don't want to talk about it.
Oh, Michael,
let me do some quick shout outs before we get into the next little thing. Quick shout out to Miss Maybelle Wallace.
Hey, Miss Maybelle.
Gary Barnett tuning in from the
Gary.
ATL. Welcome to the show. We got like 200 or 300 secret listeners.
Hey
y'all.
Secret listeners.
Man, one day y'all gonna have to pull up. 300 of y'all won't fit in here, but we'll bring in 10% of y'all. Oline Riley, welcome to the show. She said hello. Ernestine Broom, she is fitting back in royalty. Michael Brewer, his Eagles, they landed. And Jalen Hurts was riding the back, even though I love Jalen Hurts, y'all. I ain't no hater. Jolie Purdue, welcome to the show. Darius Warner down there in
Darius.
Oklahoma City.
Hey, Jolie.
Kevin coming in from the Twin City down there in Minnesota.
Hey.
Esther's in the building.
Hey, Esther.
Jolie said, hey, you guys. And many, many more. I'm going to come back, I promise, but we got to get this thing going. So start sharing this video right now because we got 2 special guests.
Hey, you see what Michael say?
I heard what he said.
Michael said we still better than the Cowboys.
Well, that's what you say, but you haven't played yet. We'll see.
We're going to see about that. All right, y'all ready? Black History Trivia.
Y'all get y'all thinking cap on.
Get y'all thinking cap on. This is a good one, too, I think. Now, let's see. Now, JB last week, he blurted out the answer before. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, here we go.
What it is.
Black History Trivia. Who was the first Black female cable car conductor in San Francisco? Was it A, Maya Angelou, B, Althea Gibson, C, Rebecca Lee Crumpler, or D, Sylvia Robinson?
It's on you, JB. Don't be shuffling through papers either.
Already?
Because he's shuffling through papers. I think he's Googling.
Don't.
What's the
You
answer?
better not be Googling. You better not say the answer.
Shuffling.
You don't know.
He on it. Look, he done got it.
I know the answer to this.
What's the answer?
It was what's that girl name? I thought this had something to do with flying a plane, but no, this is a cable car. What is a cable car?
Oh God.
That's why I told you he was Googling. He's got the encyclopedia.
You got me on that one. You called me.
He got the thesaurus.
Right.
You called me. You all right? It's all
He got
good.
everything.
All right. What y'all think? Because JB done crashed and burned over here.
I'm gonna say Rebecca Lee Crumpler.
Okay. What number? What? That's C. So JB said C. Charles, what you
I'm
got?
gonna make an educational guess.
Uh-oh.
I know who it's not. I know two of them it's not. So it's
AJ said D.
I'm going with A. I'm between A and C. I'm gonna go with A
Okay. Charles is going A.
Why you pick A?
because I know it's between the two. I know it's not.
Man,
Well,
Angelo
I can't
was
say
a-
that.
should have
Tracy
been a
Gibbs
plane
said
conductor.
C.
Welcome to the show, Tracy Gibbs.
So Tracy and JB are at
Gibbs Shopping
C.
Center.
Mhm.
I might want to switch the seat. No, I'm gonna stay
Michael
with
Brewer
A.
said C. Miss Maybelle Wallace said Maya Angelou, so that would be A.
Oh, I got it right.
So it
Maybe a Wallace said it. I feel better.
Hey,
Shout out to
Wallace.
Theater North. Me and Theater North, we riding together.
I never heard anything about Maya Angelou doing cable conductor.
okay, well let's just go on and just move on. Okay, y'all.
So I had to eliminate her.
Okay, you had to eliminate her.
Yeah.
So that's how you came up with C.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to take a break to give these people. Y'all keep bringing y'all answers in. We're going, hey, Miss
Miss
Linda,
Linda said
welcome
A.
to the show. She said, hey, man, we're going to take a real quick break because we have two special guests live in studio. They did not send a representative.
Right.
We're going to get into a great event that's going to be happening next Tuesday. KBOB, 89.9 FM, Charles and Damali. World One Development news you can use. Coming up next, we got two special guests, y'all.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
Boo ha 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 ha. It's that time again at Oasis Fresh Market. It's a kid's dream wonderland. Basically, I'm talking about the Oasis Fresh Market Trunk or Treat. Trunk or Treat 2023. And you know it's about to be lit. Okay, here's what I need you to do. Grab the kids, put some costumes on, and prepare to celebrate Halloween Oasis style. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market from 12 noon until 3 p.m. If you ain't know how Oasis does it, let me put you up on game. There will be giveaway, game, pumpkin carving, face paint, free food, community resources, a live DJ, vendor. Plus, there's a costume contest for kids and adults. World One Development NYCU.FM at KBOB 89.9 is live, lit, and on the scene. Broadcasting live, and if that wasn't enough, the kids will go trunk to trunk, filling those baskets up with goodies. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market. They've created a safe, family-friendly environment for the kids to come out and have some fun. So make sure you're there Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market, 1725 North Peoria, from 12 noon until 3 p.m.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
You can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the news. You can use media networks powered by World One Development, and we are back.
So as Charles mentioned before we took break, we have some very important people in studio today. And there are some people that you should know. We always talk about the faces that actually appear in community. And if
Right.
you don't know folks, then you automatically assume something crazy.
And we always say it's such good things, that are going on.
Yeah.
And we got some new people that I just want to give them a shout out because I want them to be like, Charles, you forgot all about me. Jonathan Cole.
Hey.
Tuning in. He's up there in the Washington area.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Field Tartress.
Hey, Phil.
Welcome to the show. And man, you secret listeners, y'all loading up in the back. So that's like being behind door number one. But we're about to get to it.
So there's a new community development that is about to take place right here in North Tulsa.
Right.
And it's going to honor one of the legacy of one of our Tulsa icons, developer Terry McGee.
Right.
So we're in studio. We have Mr. Cameron Walker.
Welcome to the show.
Who is from Habitat for Humanity. And then we also have our brother, our friend, Brother William Tisdale.
In the business.
Go 2020 management. Yes. And so we're going to talk just a little bit about, what's going on. So Cameron, first of all, before we get started, can you give folks a little bit of information about yourself, who you are and what you do?
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you all having me on. So I've been with Habitat for about 8 years. And 2 years ago, we developed an intentional initiative to build almost all of the housing we were doing in North Tulsa.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And we spent a lot of time listening to the community, especially our District 1 counselor. And we kicked off our first development in North Tulsa, Peace Point, by New Jerusalem Baptist Church.
Right.
Yes.
And that went so well that has propelled us to other developments. But the one we're here to talk about today, Terry McGee, this was his brainchild. He came to us with this idea, wanting to do townhomes. He had the name, and he just needed some support because it's a large project. So we really were just riding his coattails, kind of how can we help? But due to his untimely passing, it created a lot of flux for the project. So we've been kind of stalled out for a year trying to work through his estate and all sorts of things, but we're back on track.
Yes.
And so we're excited to get this project out in the open, and glad to have Mr. Tisdale here to help get the word out, and you all as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you that first project, Damali, I'm going to tell you how fast it went by. Mm-hmm. It went by so fast that people tried to move in. They was already built.
Right.
People had already moved in.
Exactly.
It looked all nice and plush, and it looks really good right over there by New Jerusalem. You make that little turn.
So I will say this, that is my neighborhood. I grew up in that neighborhood. So my mom, the houses that are back behind New Jerusalem, my mother built her house from the ground up back in the 70s. And so she's been in that house for 50 plus years. And so when we saw this coming up and saw the Habitat sign, we're like, oh God, not Habitat.
That's what kind of what the thing was. The norm was all, man.
Yeah, the stigma. And but then when I saw a garage, I'm like, hold on. Habitat houses don't have garages. Hold up now. This is gonna be a good thing.
Seen the fence?
Yeah, and it was amazing.
And I can tell you, you can give all the credit in the world to Counselor Vanessa Hall Harper. She sat us down. She said, I want these houses to look like something that you could purchase in one of the suburban communities. Mm-hmm. And I want that here. I want 2-car garages. And, when you think of a family, I mean, that's your second most valuable asset. It's a car.
Yes.
If your car is out in the elements, it's getting vandalized, anything like that, you can't get to work.
Right.
That becomes a real issue. So Counselor gets all the credit for that. She kind of laid the rules of engagement out for us to come into North Tulsa. And so I'm happy we've kind of shifted and been able to deliver.
Hey, Damali, I wonder if they did Cameron like they did us.
What?
Vanessa, she put us in there like we were getting interrogated, like with the light swinging.
I know.
How you gonna put the garage and what you gonna really do? And I'm like, I promise.
Hold on.
Vanessa, I'm gonna do.
Like you felt like you was about to get waterboarded.
She does the beauty of her. She does listen to community. Anything that she's doing, she's just trying to push to make sure the community has what it needs. So it's great to know, like you said, she did spend that time. So she just did not just talk about it.
Correct.
She actually sat down and put a plan together. And when you see it come to fruition, it looks really, really good.
It does. It looks, because I drive by there all the time going to my mom's house. So it's amazing. And I think that it helps with how people feel about community. When I own my own piece of dirt, you know what I'm saying? I treat it differently than if I'm renting somebody else's dirt. You know what I'm saying? Just for whatever reason.
So we'll say number 2 live in studio is the man, the myth, the legend, along with some other stuff, Mr. William Tisdale. Welcome to the show, man.
Good afternoon. How are y'all doing this evening?
You hear that voice?
That's the radio voice. That's the radio voice.
They were fine. No, this man.
He almost sounds like Rodney Root, don't he?
Oh, that's
right. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much. I listen often, so it's glad to be here, present with you guys, and just kind of partake in what impact you guys are having on the community.
Absolutely. Hey, 2023 has been a fast year for us, man. How has it been for you?
Yeah, fast is not a word. I mean, it's been a blur.
Yes.
But it's been a good blur. I think that, a lot of the pushing, the fighting that's gone on has really begun to pay off, and and kind of why we're here today. So it's been a blur. I mean, it's hard to believe you're already in October.
Right?
And, and so, but like I said, it's good things. Looking for greater things for next year.
So tell everybody, you are with 2020 Management. Tell everybody what 2020 Management is and why they should know who you are.
Yeah, we 2020 Management. I co-founded that back in 2005. We are a owner's rep program management firm for vertical construction projects. So horizontal would be streets and things like that. We don't do that. We do vertical, any buildings.
Right.
And we work with owners without experience in the construction project.
Yes.
So we're kind of like a habitat, but we work strictly for the owner to help them better understand budgets, how to manage things, how to get things done without going over budget. So back when we started this back in 2005, it was not a great demand because most people would go the traditional way. They would hire an architect and then they'd go get a construction manager, and then they couldn't figure out why the prices were different because the architect gonna draw whatever you want, and they're very much needed. So we don't replace the architect.
Right.
Construction manager gonna tell you what it really costs, and then you got to figure out what to cut out. So what we work with owners with is to manage expectation. Can you afford it, or do you want the look?
Right.
Those two different things.
Right.
So I think that's kind of some of the things we want to look at. That with Terry's vision is that there's quality. It's not just the look, but at the same time, with the expertise and the commitment from Habitat, you'll have a quality project. And so I think that North Tulsa will be proud, but that's what we've been doing. We've probably managed over just about $1 billion worth of project over that time period.
Congratulations, man.
And so, like I said, we're excited where we're going. We're excited about the partnerships we've been able to create, and really excited about why we're here today.
That's awesome.
Cameron, I'm gonna pass the ball back to you. When we talk about housing shortage, in North Tulsa preferably, can you paint a little picture for the people of kind of what that looks like?
Absolutely. So just Tulsa in general has a shortfall right now of about 13,000 housing units.
That's a lot of
and
houses.
that runs the spectrum from the high end all the way down to the starter home.
So when you say shortage, just to be clear, explain what a shortage means in development terms.
So from our population standpoint, we just literally do not have the rental and or for sale homes on the market for everyone that needs a house. Gotcha. And so some of this you can kind of, in the very low end, you can kind of get into our homeless issue. There's some of that, but there is just a shortfall across the nation. And we're fortunate. 13,000 is a huge number.
Right.
I mean, we're going to build 80 homes this year. I don't feel like we're making even a dent. But when you shift that to North Tulsa, you have, outside of Terry McGee and a couple of other African-American builders, there has been no one up here probably since Damali's mother built her house that has intentionally built neighborhoods in North Tulsa. So it creates a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of land to be redeveloped, but it really highlights how neglected and more or less kind of redlined North Tulsa has been for decades. And so to the degree that we can kind of be the tip of the spear, prove to for market builders that there is a market. This is a community of choice. People do want to live here. There's just not the housing stock. We feel like we can go in and take a couple of risks, go, look, it works. Once they see that they can make money, then you're going to see the full force of the private sector coming in and doing some really special things. You want to see those businesses, we got to have more rooftops.
Yes, absolutely.
And I want to add this, man, home ownership means a lot, man. There's so many people that I didn't know own so many homes, but they lease them. I run into a lot of older people and they like, man, I've never been able to own a home, because you may have 2 or 3 people that are leasing now. They own 200-300 homes in North Tulsa. So I'm more excited because rooftops mean a lot to a community. And I'm gonna pass you that hot potato. What's the difference between having a community of people just leasing versus home ownership?
I think that commonality I always use is that if you've ever rented a car before, you don't go change oil and wash it and do all of that. You drive it, you park it in tight spaces, and you don't care for it.
Right.
When you own that car, you tend to go to the wash, you wash it, you take care of it, you change the oil, you keep it. Hopefully, you put a little bit of air freshener in there to keep it smelling. Yeah. And so that's kind of like with homes. I mean, if the only option that you have is rental. And I believe in our community, and we take care of rentals a lot better than some other areas. If you want, so therefore, it's kind of hard to tell the rental units from the ownership unit. But you can see pride in certain things like your landscaping, the commitment of kids wanting to move back here. So home ownership is a key word, and I think that what we get focused on sometimes is that we think our kids don't want to live. We push hard for our kids to be better than we are, but most of the time our kids want to be close to where we are.
Exactly.
My kids have their own home, but I always see them coming over to my house, and I'm like, okay, guys, what's
going on there? Yeah. I got you your home to go to your
house. Have a room here. Go home.
And so when it comes to home ownership,
right,
it's something that we have to take advantage of, because as long as we do not take advantage of the opportunity in North Tulsa, we're going to continue to see our kids moving to Broken Arrow, Jinx, Union, and all those areas there. And so I believe this is a great time for home ownership. I think it creates a self-pride in what you want to be and take us back to those times.
And to that point, I actually moved to Owasso in 1998. And the reason I did that is because there was no development happening in North Tulsa. I wanted to live, like you're saying, I wanted to live close to my mom.
I'm going to let JB put the camera on you, so I don't want they to think that he...
That's
weird. I wouldn't do it like that,
that boy done changed his phone.
6'3" and he's talking about I can't talk like that.
Thank you so much for that. That means a lot, man.
But, so I moved to Owasso, and I've been there ever since, just because there was no development, happening in North Tulsa. Now that all this development is happening, I really kind of like my house, but I'm really thinking about, I'm an empty nester. So, I'm like,
I make a
Black
little
Wall
move.
Street Square is looking pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I appreciate, what's happening right now. It's a great time for North Tulsa.
So what we're going to do is go ahead and just drill down a little bit more on what's happening Tuesday and what people need to get ready for. But we'll take a break first. Can we take a quick break? Let everybody catch their breath.
Take a pause for the call.
Take a pause for the call. All right, y'all. We're going to get into the details of what's coming up, which is the reason why we got our special guest, KBOB 89.9 FM, Charles and Damali, World One Development. News you can use. We'll be right back.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947. The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Hey, this is the Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, Tulsa. I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chilling.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing, y'all. KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News. You can use Charles and Damali, and we are back. Welcome to the show, Mr. Rodney Root Tisdale. Welcome to the show, Gayla Jackson. She's watching with us. Hey. Michael said he wanted home.
Okay,
Mike,
it's about time.
Well, you got to become a Dallas Cowboy fan first.
Ooh.
Hey, Jeremiah Blackwell out of Mississippi. Welcome to the show, Jeremiah.
So you guys, if you're just now tuning in, we are actually in studio today with Cameron Walker from Habitat for Humanity and also Mr. William Tisdale with 2020 Management. And we're talking about a new development that's going to be coming to North Tulsa. And we're trying to get you guys prepared and ready for it so that you see this phenomenal site that's coming up. I've seen the plans. And I'm telling y'all, listen, your girl is considering coming back from Owasso. I'm just going to say that.
Let me tell you what I'm most excited about, Damali. I'm excited that now kids can leave and go away to college, whether that's Langston or OU, OSU, TU, or wherever. Right. But I'm happy now that it seems like they will be able to come back home. Yes. So now you can live, work, and play right in your own community. Yes. So Mr. Cameron Walker, Mr. Whoever want to take it, Mr. Tisdale, what's coming up on Tuesday?
Tuesday, we're going to have a community meeting.
Come on.
To kind of discuss and share the plans, the amenities of this development here, and kind of share with the community that this is just the beginning of where we're looking to go. I think that with Boomtown Habitat, they call themselves Boomtown because the stigma with Habitat, you know. Right. So you do have that, but I think that the people will be really impressed with what the quality of product is, and this is just the beginning. You know, like you say, I believe that this will spur some of the other private developers to get going. I mean, I don't want to start calling names, but you know, there's a lot of home builders over here now that I believe that this will trigger and spur some new development. So I'm excited about the quality of it. Cameron, you want to go in a little bit more detail?
Yeah, so we'll be unveiling kind of a redesign as well. We listened to the community. We got some feedback. We took that. We had our architect kind of reimagine things. Right. So the designs are going to be a departure from what people have seen. So I want folks to come out and get excited about it. But what we're really trying to do is all that investment and development that's happening downtown. Right. We're trying to pull that north.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so this development, we could plop this down inside the IDL. We could plop this down in Midtown on Cherry Street. Right. I think it would fit, and it looks high end. So we are excited about this for North Tulsa.
Damali.
Yes.
The name is Black Wall Street Square.
Yes.
You born and raised here. This your town. It ain't mine. It's yours.
And is.
How does that feel for a person? Like you say, your mom has been 50 years. Cameron said it's been about 50 years since someone even done something like this. Right. So how does that feel for, you know what I mean, a local?
I think that brings hope. You know, that for one, we're not forgetting about Black Wall Street, right? There are so many folks that come in to capitalize off of the pain and the struggle, but they're not really giving back to community. Right. So, you know, to me, that's what that name represents. It's like, you know, hey, we have hope in our community that we can rebuild and we can make something that's beautiful, something that, like what you're saying, Cameron, I can plop this over, you know, the IDL, I can put it in Midtown, wherever, and it's going to be something that people are proud of, you know, and that people want to participate in and be a part of. So for those of you who don't know, where is this property going to be located at Black Wall Street Square? Where is that?
Yeah, so the site is located north of Pine on MLK at Reading Street. And so we've got 2 or 3 acres there that this is going to be planned on. And so I think with the Crutcher Foundation buying the complex North there,
Point, at North Point,
and what they have in store for kind of their vision for that, I think this MLK corridor is going to be a hot spot in a few years. And so we're excited to be one small part of that. But there's a ton of opportunity, and I really think if we can just be a little bit of a catalyst on the housing side, we want to see that market take over and people get excited, know that there are opportunities, and you do have people that are sick and tired of renting.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, Brian Doran,
Hey,
welcome
Uncle
to the
Brian.
show. Let's say this with you guys. We'll just say in terms of Tulsa, y'all are right there. When some come online, you know how to engage, you know how to participate, you know how to get in there and get some things done. So for some of these young people that maybe they are a mason, maybe they do carpentry work or electrical work or plumbing work, and they want to engage, like, man, I'm not there yet, but how can I plug in with Habitat or 2020 to give myself an opportunity to participate in developments like this?
Well, it's very easy. You can just reach out to us. We actually have a contractor page on our website, greencountryhabitat.org. You can fill out an inquiry. We'll reach out and contact you. We are always trying to bring in more contractors. And to your point, if you're not at a stage where you can take on a project of this scale, I mean, this is 25 townhomes. It's a big project. So we had to go get William's help to do this.
The bag up.
But if you're not ready for that, we have over 50 single family homes under construction in North Tulsa right now.
Wow.
We'll try you out on one single house, see how you do. We'll give you feedback. So we really, this is another commitment we made to Councilor Hall Harper is, if you come in, you don't do it quite right, we're not just going to kick you to the curb.
Right.
We're going to try to help kind of coach you and go, look, this is how we need this to kind of be done next time. Fix this, things like that, because we want to see people grow. And we've seen small Black-owned contractors growing just off of our business. So I'm excited about that because we want to keep those dollars in North Tulsa recirculating in the North Tulsa community.
Now, William, I'm passing to you. What are some of those qualities? Like, sometimes people come, man, but you're showing up late, baby. Come on now. You at least got to, or just give us 2 or 3 qualities. If you want to get in this space, you got to have these 3, y'all.
Yeah, I think that the qualities are, you have to be self-driven,
Okay.
and I believe that naturally our kids are self-driven. I mean, but it's what attracts them is what drives them.
Yeah.
And so what we're trying to do is not just limit it to construction opportunities.
Right.
With 2020, we want to introduce them to architect, engineering, all of the other opportunities that's out there for our kids to grow and come. And then resources like Habitat that have many homes going on or several projects going on. We have projects going on where we can kind of let you kind of work out and get you figure out what you want to be good at. And so I think that the one thing we have to realize is I probably get more calls from people from around the world, especially people with money, athletes, movie stars that start in Black Wall Streets in other cities.
Wow.
So you have to think about that significance. So I think the timing of this project here will attract money from the outside to invest. So if you're serious about getting in business, now's the time to start getting together. There's no guarantees in business unless you work hard. Nobody, I didn't ask anybody to promise me that every morning I wake up, I was going to have a job. Every morning I woke up, I prayed and I was like, God bless me to work as hard as I do and let my talents be seen. And I believe we have a lot of talent here. I'm excited about the project. I think that when we met Cameron, I think we met each other at the time we both needed each other.
Right.
And so from my standpoint is where we are now is to bring some of that talent, raise some of that talent out of the community and watch them produce, And so I think that's kind of where we are now.
Let me tell you, somebody that just popped on to say hello to both of y'all is Mr. Terrell Ellison.
Oh,
He
not
just popped on.
Terrell?
Hello,
He said I joined late. Who is doing this development? Terrell, we kind of went through that. You might have to rewind, hit play, but we good.
Yeah.
Gary Lee,
Your frat brother said it, not me.
Yeah.
Gary Lee, welcome to the show. For Oklahoma Eagle,
cousin.
for sure. And then also welcome to the show, Mr. Bobby Lamont Choice.
Hey,
Mario,
Mario
down there in Fort Worth, man. Welcome
What's
to
up?
the show, man. He was on the radio right here
I know,
before
right?
we even started, man. That's our guy. We love him. Power of collaboration. Power of collaboration. You said you needed bag up. You came in. Let's talk a little bit to the community about the power of collaboration and working together versus apart.
Yeah, I think that when you think about the power of collaboration, let's just use Terry McGee, for instance.
Right.
His sudden untimely passing
Right.
put this project in a precarious situation.
Right.
There was one or two things that could happen. Either the project could fold and the project could stall.
Mhm.
But his son Dominique stepped up, and there were some challenges, but he was able to work through that. And so I
Yes.
believe that today, that kind of the testament of what collaboration looked like. Sometimes I think we're quick to move on from somebody. So his legacy get to live on through
Yes.
his kids, but
Right.
it also creates opportunities for others, such as, Terrell and some of the others that's out there building and doing a lot of, home building. And so when you think about collaboration, I think sometimes competition, people think competition, we all have to do the same thing,
Right.
especially in our
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Competition is you have multiple people able to do multiple things real well, but they work together in
Right.
unity
Mhm.
to ensure that the quality is maintained, because what does competition breed?
Yeah.
Quality.
Mhm.
And so I think that's kind of where it is. That's what we're excited about with this project. And like you said, I think sometimes, have you ever seen kids play soccer?
Mhm.
Little kids,
Yeah.
they all gather around the ball,
Right.
and the parents say, "Baby, run over there,
Go
go over there,
over
they
there,
can kick you."
And
They want to
that-
stay. I think in our community, sometimes that's what happens. We
Stay
see
close to the
something
ball.
going
Yeah,
on, everybody gather around the ball instead of somebody running over there kicking the ball ahead.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what this project is allowing us to do. Is start to separate, grow up, learn to spread out a little bit. That way we can really develop this community
Yes.
in a timely fashion and in a quality manner.
And let's do this. It'll be my final question. The amenities.
Mhm.
It's in North Tulsa. Sometimes doing something like this, people dreaming now. Y'all got people dreaming. Paint a picture. You ride by this one day, I don't know, 24 months from now, what have you. What are you going to see amenity-wise, curb appeal? What are we looking at?
Let me let Michelangelo Cameron talk about that. Go
Come
ahead
on,
and paint
come on,
that picture
Cameron.
there. Go on.
So kind of speaking to the point of, we don't want this to be the one and only project.
Right.
So what we are working around with partner Tulsa is acquiring additional land on either side of Black Wall Street Square.
Oh, wow.
And we've actually kind of tentatively site planned out enough space for regulation half court, basketball court.
Come
We
on.
can stripe it for pickleball as well.
Mhm.
But we also have a pad site available right just north of Black Wall Street Square for like a gathering barbecue area, put up a pergola.
Now you're talking my
Right.
language, Cameron. Now you're talking
Yeah,
my
yeah.
language.
Food. But they didn't say it was having somebody to cook the food.
Oh no, they
Yeah.
didn't say that. Okay.
Well,
But you know, one of the benefits and drawbacks of townhome ownership is you're part of an HOA.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out and mow your piece of
Right,
grass.
right.
The downside is you don't have as big of a yard, but there are so many people, just different stages of life,
Yeah.
Right.
that this is appealing. So
Mhm.
for us, it was very important to, if we couldn't fit it inside the development, right there adjacent to it.
Mhm.
And so we'll continue kind of developing those plans, but we want this to be a gathering place for the Dunbar neighborhood, for the residents there.
Yeah.
And we want to do some additional housing. And hell, Terrell Ellison, him building his new houses in
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
That guy's building some quality stuff.
He sure
So,
is. Yeah, absolutely.
We're excited to be in close proximity to him and other Black developers that are doing some cool things up there.
Amazing. So I have a couple questions. Approximate cost per unit. And then also, what do people need to do if I'm somebody who's thinking about, man, I really want to come back to North Tulsa? What do I need to be doing in order to be prepared once these come up? Because I know that there was conversations about wanting to pre-sale those. So what does that look like?
Yeah, so I would encourage anybody that it wants to be an owner, go check out greencountryhabitat.org.
Right.
Okay, you're going to see a list of homes that are under construction, list of homes that are completely done,
Mhm.
waiting for an owner. You'll be contacted by one of our homeowner counselors. Miss Cassandra Love runs our
Yay.
client
Right.
services
Yeah.
Love
department.
her.
And so she is there to assist in the process. It's not overwhelming, but I can tell you, since our homeowners are first-time homeowners and oftentimes the first owner in their family,
Yes.
this process seems overwhelming.
Yes.
But they are there to help steward and walk you through that. Go through the education program. But here's the kicker: we are handing out between $20,000 and $50,000 per borrower in forgivable down payment assistance.
What?
Come on
So-
now.
So,
Wait.
Say that again.
one
You gotta
more
rewind
time.
and say it slow.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's very easy. I didn't have a rich father. A lot of people don't,
Yeah.
that can just write me a check. So you can kind of think of us as an intermediary there, helping you finance this house.
Yes.
So we work with a network of local banking partners that are below market interest rates. So if you don't want to pay 8, come see us. We got 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And so that helps. And then that forgivable down payment assistance, that just gives you like a head start. So
Come on now. Right.
after 5 years, that's forgiven and that equity is injected in the property.
Right.
So when we talk about the racial wealth gap and household income between black and white, there is no quicker way unless you win the lottery.
Yes.
To build household wealth other than residential ownership. And so we're proud to be helping in that effort.
Damali, we're going to drop the mic right there. Let me tell you something. Right? So Tuesday, 6 o'clock.
One other thing, January 12th.
Yes, ma'am.
There's something happening. I want you to mention that, and then we've got another guest.
Yes, ma'am. So we decided in the lead up to Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, January 14th, we'll precede that on Friday, January 12th at the building site there at Reading and MLK.
Yes.
At 9 a.m. We are very blessed to have our District 1 counselor will be there. We'll have a bunch of national partners that have come in on that. And so it's going to be a big day. So we're excited. We're hoping we get some good weather like we did last year.
Yes.
And so we got our fingers crossed. But we want the community to pour out.
Yes.
I'd love to have TBD have to shut down the roads because so many people are coming.
All right. So that is January the 12th, 9 o'clock a.m. groundbreaking ceremony for Black Wall Street Square. So you just heard Cameron. He wants all of the community to come out who can to support this effort, because this is our neighborhood, so this is going to be a blessing to all.
Y'all got a bunch of hearts coming out. Terrell Ellison said he appreciates the love. But remember, this Tuesday, at Rudder Seal Library, coming up the 24th, from 6 to 8.
The 24th.
You going to be there?
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
You going to be there?
Yes, sir.
They going to be there, y'all. Come get the other details, and we're going to make it happen. Final thoughts before you go.
Hey, let's keep growing. Let's keep being strong. Let's stick together. We can make a difference.
2020 management, y'all. Cameron, final thoughts?
Hey, I'm going to borrow this from my board member, Dr. Joyce McClellan. She said it. She goes, we need to have a mindset of plenty. And there is plenty to kind of say grace over in North Tulsa. So there are opportunities out there. So, yeah,
I love it.
I think we just want to see people grow, build their businesses, and we want to see this community just thrive.
Heard it right here. World One Development News you can use. We're going to take a picture. We're going to post all of this information, details, links, everything you need to do. Next, we got this District 1 City Councilwoman. She done rolled up as dust all outside. We don't know how she pulled up in there. We're going to ask her next why she drifts into KBOB parking lot like that. World One Development News you can use. KBOB 89.9 FM. We'll be right back. District 1 City Councilwoman. We might get Rue on here too, y'all. We'll be right back, y'all.
Boo, ha, 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 ha. It's that time again at Oasis Fresh Market. It's a kid's dream wonderland. Basically, I'm talking about the Oasis Fresh Market Trunk or Treat. Trunk or Treat 2023. And you know it's about to be lit. Okay, here's what I need you to do. Grab the kid, put some costumes on, and prepare to celebrate Halloween Oasis style. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market from 12 noon until 3 p.m. If you ain't know how Oasis does it, let me put you up on game. There will be giveaway, games, pumpkin carving, face paint, free food, community resources, a live DJ, vendor. Plus, there's a costume contest for kids and adults. World One Development NYCU.FM at KBOB 89.9 is live, lit, and on the scene, broadcasting live. And if that wasn't enough, the kids will go trunk to trunk, filling those baskets up with goodies. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market. They've created a safe, family-friendly environment for the kids to come out and have some fun. So make sure you're there Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market, 1725 North Peoria, from 12 noon until 3 p.m.
Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046. EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and Sonicast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. Damali, we are back.
We are back, and we are so honored to have our very own District 1 City Councilwoman, Vanessa Hall Harper. You know, she is actually really one of the hardest working people in this city, trying to make sure that there's equity and inclusion for everyone in North Tulsa. And so we've heard from Cameron, who really sang her praises about the fact that this development was really one of her ideas as far as making sure that North Tulsa were able to participate the way that they needed to participate with Black contractors, as well as creating livable spaces that look, equitable to what you see in South Tulsa.
Absolutely.
So, Councilwoman, how you doing today?
I'm well. How are you all?
Good.
They said,
you running? Yes.
Yep.
I know, right? Just trying to get it all done.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been talking about Black Wall Street Square, and talking about the legacy of Terry McGee.
Absolutely.
And how important it is and how important he was. So let's just get your opinion as far as what do you think about the work that Terry McGee was actually doing in North Tulsa?
It really unmatched. He was a great loss.
Yeah.
Because he loved the community. He wanted to see improvement. He wanted to see us flourish as a community. And that's not my phone.
What?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
You're like, oops.
But
I don't even know.
But let's I'm only saying pause because there's so many people on here that are not from here. So just tell them a little bit about just who you are. They know you the councilwoman, but just a little bit about you.
Born and raised in North Tulsa. Decided to run for office back about 2012. Studied political science at Jackson State University.
What? HBCU?
Yeah.
Sonic Boom?
Never intended to run for office. People don't believe me when I say that because I studied political science, but I didn't. That was not my intention. But when I returned home after college in 1993, I saw that my community was just continuing to deteriorate.
Yep.
At all levels. And so I felt that I was blessed and fortunate to be able to go to college and learn a topic that intimately and directly relates to what I saw going on in my community. And I had some sense of what needed to at least happen.
Right.
Using government. That's the purpose and function of government, is to serve its citizens. To address the needs and concerns that were continuing to rise in the community. So I decided to run for office. I lost my first time in 2014. Then I ran again in 2016, and we've been rolling ever since. Every 2 years, we are elected, and I just want to see my community do better.
Yeah.
In all shapes, forms, and fashions. And so housing, which is what we're here to discuss today, is one of those things.
Big thing.
And so again, another example. When I came home from college, I didn't want to move back home with my parents after living on my own for 4 years.
Say, I'm grown now.
I'm
Mom
grown.
and Dad.
I didn't want no curfew and all that kind of stuff. And but then when I wasn't ready to buy a home,
Right.
right? I'm right out of college.
Right.
I need to find a job, right? I need to build some wealth and some credit in order to be able to qualify and get a home. And so in North Tulsa, there's simply nowhere to live. If you were not receiving housing subsidies through HUD, then you had market rate rent to pay. And in Tulsa, there was only one location where you can go and get a quality or nice, safe apartment complex. And that was in South Tulsa. And so didn't want to move to 71st and Lewis, but that's where I had to in order to live right out of college. And then once I got, again, more established into my career and was able to qualify for a loan, then I bought a home and I came back home to North Tulsa. And so again, that there's that housing option issues that we have, that we don't have the housing options in North Tulsa that other parts of the city does.
Right.
And so to that point, when these opportunities came up for a development, particularly in housing, I reached out to Terry McGee and said, hey, we need something not only in housing, because he had plenty of years. I want to say even 30 or more years in housing. So he knew how to build homes.
Right.
But everything, we need more options than just, single residential, nice homes, beautiful homes. He builds beautiful homes. But what else can we do to show some type of variety in housing?
Right.
So, duplexes, in certain parts of my community, most people, unless you're out there walking it, you don't realize how many duplexes we have.
Yeah.
And that was something that, and I've asked, so I know this, around in the 70s, our zoning, our policies to build went away from that type of development, went away from building the duplexes, the fourplexes, and the 6 and 8plexes, and those types of options. But those are options that are needed in any community at any time. And so getting with Terry McGee to say, hey, what can we do that's unique? We have this land that's owned by TDA that was eminent domain and taken from the community. Like, we know that history, how government has come in and really just taken over, stole a lot of land that was historically Black owned.
Right.
And so there was an opportunity where there was a significant piece of land that needed to be developed. And so Terry, I said, come up with something that's unique, right? Not just 5 or 6 houses that look the same and blah blah blah. And so he did, and he made that proposal, and he got with Cameron at Habitat, and they came up with a plan that that won at the end of the day. And so Terry is a great loss, but we are going to make sure that his legacy continues on, certainly in this development. That was his brainchild, rather, in building these homes.
I love that. We're going to carry on the legacy, but I also love the fact that you don't want cookie cutter, because, that's not what we see in South Tulsa.
Yep.
We see, distinct, properties. So when you talk to Terry, I mean, how important was it? Because we had talked about, like the look of the previous style Habitat home versus what we've seen at Peace Point. What was that process for you as far as what you wanted to see developed in community?
Yeah. Well, I just told him that I wanted to see something that was unique, that you're not going to see in the rest of North Tulsa.
Right.
And at the time, I didn't know that he was going to reach out for a partner. He told me that later on in the process, which was fine. But I was familiar with the houses that Habitat is building today versus what they were building 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were distinctly different. And when Cameron first reached out to me and he told me who we represented, I was like,
wait a minute,
I ain't got nothing to say to you. I'll be honest. I mean, I was like, but he said, well, I'd like to meet, and I want, I would like for you to see some of our homes and what we're doing today. But so I'll meet with anybody. And so I went and met with him. I was like, oh, okay, well, these are significantly different than what I knew Habitat to have built in the past. And so we had, several conversations and several meetings, and we built that trust and relationship. And nothing is like, when you see a family, which we've been able to witness, families get their keys and move into their homes with their families.
Right.
And so I think Habitat with Cameron at the helm has changed the mindset.
Yes.
Not only the mindset, but they've changed that reputation.
Right.
Through tangible homes, right? That you can go out and look and touch and feel, and like, this is a quality home. So as long as you're building quality homes in safe communities, then I'm gonna support that. Yeah. And so that's where we are.
So we got Tuesday, a meeting that's coming up. Talk to the people about being a part of that meeting on Tuesday at Rudisill, what they need to expect, what to come in, what questions to ask. So sometimes you come, you don't know, but
yeah, I mean, we want to put it all out there so they can see and ask any questions that they can come up with. I mean, and I know some people are want everything around them to look like what they have. And you're not going to change that. I mean, that's just the opinion or the mindset of some people. But the reality is we have to start thinking and looking at housing and housing options differently. Some people understand that and are willing to do that. Some people don't. But at the end of the day, when you own property, you can pretty much build what you want within reason and within the zoning code and laws. And so I know when we first presented this with Terry, when Terry was still with us, there were people living right around in that neighborhood. And for some reason, they thought that these were going to be apartments.
Oh, yeah.
And so as soon as we cleared that up and said, not only are these not apartments, they're homes, they're for home ownership, not rental.
Right.
And they were like, oh, well, we had no more questions in.
Right.
They were ready to go.
It's all about education.
It's just letting people know what's actually happening, because people get out there and they just start making up stuff. And then people tend to, especially when it comes in our community that's been abused for so long, they'll start thinking the worst, right? Whatever the worst ever situation is, that's what's going to happen. And that's not the case. And it's certainly not going to be the case on my watch.
Just like that. Hey, before we take a quick break, we have to get into some other stuff. How about them Cowboys? Before we go on break, there's been a whole something going on.
We talked about that before you got on the show. So
yeah. Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday, just like that. We're gonna take a quick break. We got some Hump Day hot topics. Come on, Councilwoman, you gonna hang around for a little bit? You got 5 more minutes?
Yeah, I got about 5 more minutes.
KBOB, y'all, 89.9 FM. Charles and Damali, World One Development news you can use. Black Wall Street Square. It's coming up, y'all. We'll be right back.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Boo ha 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 ha. It's that time again at Oasis Fresh Market. It's a kid's dream wonderland. Basically, I'm talking about the Oasis Fresh Market Trunk or Treat. Trunk or Treat 2023. And you know it's about to be lit. Okay, here's what I need you to do. Grab the kid, put some costumes on, and prepare to celebrate Halloween Oasis style. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market from 12 noon until 3 p.m. If you ain't know how Oasis does it, let me put you up on game. There will be giveaway, games, pumpkin carving, face paint, free food, community resources, a live DJ, vendor, plus there's a costume contest for kids and adults. World One Development NYCU.FM at KBOB 89.9 is live, lit, and on the scene, broadcasting live. And if that wasn't enough, the kids will go trunk to trunk, filling those baskets up with goodies. Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market. They've created a safe, family-friendly environment for the kids to come out and have some fun. So make sure you're there Saturday, October 21st at Oasis Fresh Market, 1725 North Peoria, from 12 noon until 3 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the all-new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump Day!
Hump Day! It's Hump Day!
Hey, Mike! Mike! It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Hot topics, Mike.
Just like that, we back. Welcome to the show, French Shell of Dollar.
Hey.
For Raquel Moore down there in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to the show. Man, Damali, it's been a loaded one today.
It has. And so for anybody who is looking for, a place to live, Now we're giving you this information so that you can start getting your stuff together, getting your credit together, making sure that you are in position so that when these properties come available, that you're ready to secure a property for you and your family.
That's what I like. Like you said, when you was looking for a home, you had to go to a WASO.
I did.
District City Councilwoman said she didn't want to go back to her old bedroom when she got back from Jackson State, so she had to do something. So this answers this is an answer to those type of questions and situations. So we very, very excited about Black Wall Street Square.
And Councilwoman, before we hop into the hot topics, because I know we got to move on, approximately how many rooftops do you need, or do you know, in District 1?
We don't have it broken down by district, but for our city, we know that we are short 13,000 housing units.
So
that's a lot. That's a lot of different housing, and not necessarily just single residents, just places for people to live.
Right. Period.
And that ranges from a single person to families. And so it's just, we need it all. Is how I think. So with any developer that's developing quality, safe, adequate, affordable, and these are workforce. So if you got the money to build a mansion, then obviously we're not talking about we're not talking about, we're talking about people who are a working class that's working every day, who are not necessarily needing subsidized housing, but still need quality, safe housing options for families.
Exactly.
And that's what we are short in this country, let alone in Tulsa.
Right.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. We're going to hop into the Hump Day hot topics. Number one hot topic, this war that's going on over in Israel. I mean, just very unfortunate. So far, 199 people have been held hostage in Gaza. We've got 30 Americans, and this is my last check. So I did, I checked probably, before the show. 30 Americans have been killed in Israel. And then there was just an attack on a hospital in Gaza. 500 people
at a hospital
who are there to get treatment as a result of this war. Now, we've had a loss, casualties of doctors and nurses and, just regular civilians.
I can tell you now, a lot of times in different countries, if you could just say, I'm an American, they'd be like, oh, we're not going to touch you.
Right.
When it's like, well, we just killing everybody, that's when it's bad. Nobody's thinking about anything. So prayers for that country, man, because like you say, it's people that don't have nothing to do with maybe politics or for whatever reason this war, ignited, So just pray for that country, because anytime you're just watching kids' heads get cut off and stuff like that, that is not good, man. That's trauma for everybody.
President Biden is on his way over to Israel.
He's been there since yesterday morning.
Yeah, so it's hopefully there'll be able to be some communications and conversations, that where we can contribute to making sure that this war stops, because there's a lot of people who have nothing to do with what's going on. Councilwoman, your degree is in political science. What do you think about what's happening right now in Israel, or in that war?
That's a war that's been going on since the beginning. And at the end of the day, I think it's just power struggles.
Yeah,
it's just power struggles, and in that region, I mean that's unfortunately how they deal with it. And so it's a terrible life lost.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I think people are actually raised to have this hatred towards another people.
Right.
And we're seeing the ramifications of that play out. I mean, this is significant now, but I mean, it's a constant.
Like it's been brewing.
Yeah, it's constantly brewing. And then you have these explosions, and then things die down, and then there's this, again, that constant, and then it'll explode. And unfortunately, Scripture tells us that it's not going to end. So, again, all we can do is pray and keep it moving.
Yeah, and I'm hearing that this is the first time a sitting president has actually gone over, like to the battlegrounds during wartime. Is that accurate?
I don't know. Yeah, I've never heard.
That's what's been reported.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much security is needed for him to go over there?
Can you imagine now? Security is heightened all across the United States right now.
Yeah,
because our resources are stretched so thin, and we have a lot of military personnel across the United States, but with everybody being shoveled over here to Ukraine, and
it's
things,
a lot.
It's a lot going on. So, luckily, I do want to add to Damali, one person has been killed in the United States, and that's a 6-year-old boy His mother and him was stabbed. He was stabbed to death by their landlord because he was Muslim.
Oh,
so
yeah,
far,
I heard about that. Yeah,
that's the only significant incident
on U.S. soil.
Concerning Muslims or Arab people. It's just a mess.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
But we'll just continue, like you say, to pray. But like you say, Damali, when you think about the security, that means you got to secure the waters, the air, the ground. You know what I mean? When the president goes, you got to secure everything. So I can only imagine what we have to deploy, but hopefully it helps.
Yes.
And let's not forget that there's 2 guys trying to get in Congress that can't get voted in. It's been, I don't know how many days has it been. We've been in war with 8, 9, 10 days, whatever it's been, and Congress can't put a speaker in the House.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody has a scandal.
That's Republican mess.
It is a big Republican mess.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll pray for our country.
It's still power struggles. And remember, when countries are at war, certain people make a lot of money. Wars are profitable. So don't get it.
Mr. AJ down there.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And the J-Bone Lounge down there in Jacksonville, Arkansas said power struggles and the land.
Yeah, and
it's 2 of the big things. You know, he's a retired vet.
They're fighting over that strip there. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
What else we got, Damali?
All right. So this story just really warmed my heart, after we have to talk about something so heavy as this war. Then, and I'm just going to read this. Shania Muhammad is a trailblazing young scholar from Oklahoma and an HBCU graduate.
Come on now.
She has become the youngest full-time salaried teacher in the nation at just 16 years old.
What?
Yes. At 14, before even obtaining her driver's license, she became the youngest person in Oklahoma to graduate college with 2 degrees. Then she obtained an associate's degree from Oklahoma City Community College and another from your place, Langston University.
LU.
The state's only historical
I've been trying to
college.
tell these people when you talk about HBCU, LU. Keep reading about her.
A year later, she became the youngest person ever to graduate from Langston with a bachelor's degree in family and consumer sciences and child development. Now, she is the youngest African-American to graduate school pursuing a master's in business administration. And she is in the classroom teaching the next generation of 3rd graders.
And graduated from Langston.
At 16.
Shout out to all of the HBCUs in the nation. She's
ever in the nation. She is 16, actually a 3rd grade teacher.
With a salary.
And graduated from LU. And so this is interesting because this weekend is Langston's homecoming.
Right.
And so that's why I thought this story was very fitting.
Yeah, I thought you would say she was going to be the commencement speaker. No, I'm just
Stop it.
City councilwoman. I know you big. You just said you graduated from Jackson State. You're big on HBCUs. When you hear something like this, how does that make you feel?
Black excellence.
Yes.
Black excellence is highest level, right?
Absolutely. In all its forms. So she's to be congratulated.
Absolutely.
Lift it up.
Absolutely.
Big kudos to her. I hope she come to homecoming. I'll take a picture with her. Interview her. Do something. that warms my heart right there.
She's in Oklahoma City?
Yes. She's out of Oklahoma City. All right. Black History Trivia question.
Read it one more time and tell people not to Google. Don't nobody Google anything.
Where's my paper right here so I can remember who said what? All right. Black History Trivia question. Who was the first Black female cable car conductor in San Francisco? Was it A, Maya Angelou, B, Althea Gibson, C, Rebecca Lee Crumpler, or D, Sylvia Robinson? Now,
I changed my answer?
Oh, Lord, here you go.
I want to go with Althea Gibson because she sounds like she could work a train. Name like Althea.
Althea is a strong name.
That is a strong name for real.
Councilwoman, you taking a punt at it?
Oh no, I'm not sure. San Francisco? No, I don't know nothing about this.
So let's remind you. So for the selection A, Jolie, who else? Linda, Miss Maybell, and Charles all said A. C was JB, Michael, and who else said A? I can't remember who the other person was. But anyway, the answer is actually A. So Charles, he guessed and was right. So listen to this. Maya Angelou is best known for the Pulitzer Prize winning, being a Pulitzer Prize winning author. But before she began writing, she worked a string of odd jobs in her youth. When Angelou first went to apply for a job as a cable car conductor, they refused to give her an application. Undeterred, she sat outside the office every day for 2 weeks until they finally allowed her to apply for the position. Much to her distress, when she read over the application paperwork, she realized that she wasn't old enough for the job and she didn't have the experience required on the list. But that did not stop her. In her book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, she describes how she combined fact and fiction in order to complete the application. And on a blissful day, she was hired as the first Black female cable car conductor in San Francisco.
Did she actually work? Do the get like on the job?
It didn't say whether or not she worked.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But she got the job.
She told a little fib to get that job.
The moral of the story is persistence.
Right.
Who is going to sit outside for 2 weeks to get an application? That wasn't to get a job. That's just to get the application to apply.
That's been. I mean, I won't.
Still I rise. Still I rise.
I won't look. I won't stay in Popeye's drive-through for 10 minutes.
Man. I know,
so
right?
That, you know, nowadays everything got to be fast.
Quick,
the
fast,
kids
fast,
and stuff.
fast.
If they don't get it, it's a meltdown.
Yes.
But anyway, I read about that. That's kind of why I knew the answer. But anyway.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So much for Althea and Rebecca.
Yeah.
Althea and them is out.
Yes.
Good job, Mike.
Great job, Damali. Hey, Michael Brewer said, "Wow, okay, see, that's why you got to tune in the news you can use.
Black History Trivia. You learn something new every day. Yes. All right. So upcoming events.
Get your pen and your pad out.
Uganda Missions. If you would like to sponsor a child's education for 1 school year, consider making a donation to World One Development in the amount of $250. You can donate at our website at worldonedevelopment.com/Uganda-missions. Rebuilding Black Wall Street, episode 4.
Yes, indeed.
It's about the farm. It's going to air on Friday, October the 13th at 8:00 p.m. This is the story of Rodney and Sheila Clark and their family farm. There will be special appearances by Oasis Fresh Market, and we are going to be having a watch party at the spot in Oasis Fresh Market. That's going to start at 7:30 p.m. on Friday. So come on over and join us. You know, we'll have some snacks.
Some chips and dips.
Yeah, some chips and dips and something.
Come on down the red carpet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, hang with us for a minute.
I'll tell you what, it has been really good.
Yes. What day?
Friday.
This
Every
Friday.
Friday.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the 13th.
No.
Oh, no, it's this Friday.
Yeah,
this
okay.
Friday is the 20th.
The
20th.
20th.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I may have did say Friday the 13th. I did say that.
Oh,
that was
I
last
forgot
Friday.
to change the date. That was last Friday.
Oh,
Whoops,
okay.
My bad. Thank you, Councilwoman, for catching that.
So this is
said
week
21st.
This week number 4. Show,
Week number
right?
4, right?
Week number
And there's
4.
6 weeks of this show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know, I got to watch it, just the trailer when AJ say, the pressure. No, I ain't laughing, but what I'm saying is, I would say all of
melt
us,
down the whole show.
Councilwoman, can you relate to the pressure though? You didn't feel it when he said, the pressure.
Whoever wrote the trailer and
They
edited
did
hit
that.
that.
They did that.
that was
They
it.
nailed it.
That's
Yeah.
the one moment we all waiting to see.
Yes.
The
It's that
Councilwoman
whole
laughing,
story.
AJ. We not even laughing. The Councilwoman is laughing.
I'm not
I'm
sure
laughing.
what you referring to.
We'll let you see it.
You ain't
Yeah,
seen the trailer?
I don't think I've seen
I
it.
got to
Yeah.
let you see the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's real. But when he said it, we
Say it
can
one
No,
more
feel
you
it.
can
time.
feel
Say
it.
it one more time,
The
Charles.
pressure. And when he closed his eyes, I knew it was real.
AJ, I didn't do that.
I
That's
love
wrong.
you, man. We're going to be there on the red carpet with you, baby. We understand.
Okay. You, Lord. Let's get back
Well,
to
you
this.
something else, boy.
I know, right? Okay, October 21st. We got a lot of things happening on October 21st.
A lot of things.
So let's see. Let's start with Oasis Fresh Market. They're going to be hosting its Halloween Trunk or Treat outreach happening October 21st from 12 o'clock p.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. at the Oasis Fresh Market, 1725 North Peoria. There's going to be food, fun, giveaways, music, and activities. Bring your costumes. There's going to be a costume contest. All kinds of stuff is going to be
And the
happening.
costume contest is for the kids and adults. They're going to break it up in age group. Councilwoman, you going to put on the costume? Right. She said,
She
no.
said no.
She said, I'm going to dress as the city councilwoman. I'm going to
That's
chase.
right. That's all I'm
JB
doing.
can dress as the DJ.
Right.
DJ JB Smooth
I'm going to come as a clown.
and a clown.
All right. And then we're also going to have happening on the 21st. There's a lot of activities. I'm telling
Good
y'all.
things happening in North
October
Tulsa.
21st, 11 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. 36th Street Fall Festival is going to be happening. It's called Trunks and Treats. It's a car and a bike show. So attention, all car clubs, they're looking for you. There's going to be awards for Best in Show, Best Classic Car and Truck, Best Bike, Best Decorations. There's going to Judge's Choice Award. So they want you to come and pull up. There's going to be face painting, food vouchers, Jupiter jumps, candy, music, food trucks, petting zoo. What?
I know.
I'm gonna take my grandbabies. Okay, petting zoo, cookie decorating, and pumpkin painting. So they're gonna have all of that happening over at the 36th Street Fall Festival. That's gonna be right across the street from the 36th Street North Event Center,
Right.
located at 1125 East 36th Street North. I'm not sure what that address is across the street. Maybe
Is
it's
that the
1124.
Phoenix? Where the building, the makeshift is set up?
That's where it's set up.
Hey, they finally opened up 36th Street.
They
in Peoria.
did finally. Yes, I'm
hey.
so happy. Yeah.
No more tickets, no more U-turns.
Man, don't they get you right there?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Okay, and something else that's going to be happening on Saturday, October 21st, is going to be happening at the Black Wall Street Market.
Right.
It is a festival for everyone. It is the Community Pride Garden School Harvest Festival. Harvest Feast Festival.
That's
Harvest
right.
Feast Festival. It's going to be happening from 4 o'clock p.m. until 9 o'clock p.m. It's located at 5616 North Osage Drive. They're going to have harvest food, games, arts and crafts, spoken word, speakers, a drum circle. There's going to be gardening and fellowship under the stars. This is our good friend, Miss Billy.
Right.
Out there, and Jerica Wortham. They're going to be actually putting this on. It's free entry and donations are accepted.
I am going to try to pull up.
Man,
sure.
that's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of good stuff going on.
And then the last thing is going to be the Eastern Oklahoma Black Nurses Association is hosting a free flu vaccine clinic that's going to be happening October 22nd from 11 o'clock a.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. It's for all ages. It's going to happen at St. Monica Catholic Church in the Parish Hall, which is located at 633 East Marshall Place.
I encourage everybody to go, but as long as they got needles, I'm not going. I'm not going to get no. If you got,
my God!
If you got the vaccine, do you have to get that too? The one supplement for the other one? Do you know?
Yes, it's the flu shot. The vaccine is
That's
the
a
vaccine.
whole
What
nother
are you talking
thing.
about?
I just thought one clear.
It is not a one.
You going to get the flu shot, City Councilwoman?
I've already had it.
You already got it.
See?
What about you, Damali?
I have not had it.
JB, you get the flu shot?
I ain't never needed a flu shot. I ain't never had the flu.
Oh well, you got a good point.
The point of the flu shot is to prevent you from being
never
as
had
sick
I
when
ain't
you
never got the flu ever.
So your answer is no.
I've never had the flu.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to me.
Okay.
I had never got the flu, and then I got the flu shot because we was having Thanksgiving
Ain't
at
got
our
the
house,
flu.
and everybody was coming. I got that shot and fainted. Boom. I ain't woke up until Thanksgiving was over. I haven't gotten the flu shot since. It's been like 20 years, and I haven't got the flu no more.
They say it
So I
gives
don't
you the
know.
flu.
I think if you
Councilwoman, did it give you the flu?
sniffled or something a little bit.
No, they are injecting you with the
'Cause it's
the
live.
virus. Right.
It's a live virus.
My body, as soon
It's
as
supposed to
it,
be the antivirus, right?
I don't know about no anti, but
I don't know about the anti. No,
that's what it is. They're putting it in your system.
So you don't catch it.
Man, I got that shot. I'm not joking. I got that shot the next day. I got up, I coughed and fell. No, I'm saying that, and I was like, man, I was in the hospital. I was like, man, I can't. My body was.
Miss Linda said she got her flu shot.
Miss Linda, how you doing out there? I'm gonna check on you. If you fell down, call me. I'm gonna come get you up. No, I'm just playing. Get your flu shot if you need it, especially if you like elderly or a kid or you're around a lot of people. But sometimes just get it to be safe.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, birthdays. Let's hit these. October the 18th, Shalon Youngblood is going to be celebrating her birthday.
Happy birthday.
October 19th. I got two cousins that got birthdays on the same day. My cousin Fran Wiley Mitchell, y'all might know her from up at Oasis or the Friendship Church. And then, I'm sorry, the Met Church. And then Lasagna Wiley, my other cousin, she's having a birthday. October 23rd, Marcus Harper is having a birthday, right? And Dana Harrison over at Asbury, Pastor Tom's wife, is having a birthday.
Happy birthday.
She's having a birthday.
Look, Rodney, we're gonna say, hey, you fell because your feet are small. You see how he plays? You see, Ruth, see? You come back in here, I'm gonna put you in the headlock.
Ooh, I love our people. Oh, I love our people.
They threw my balance off a foundation. I wasn't on a solid foundation.
Yo,
love
silly.
you too, man. I'm gonna get you when I see you.
All right. Don't forget, you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That is World One Development, EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, or Fitting Back In Prison Reentry Program.
Just like that. Any final thoughts? We got a lot of people still on, local, national, and international. District 1 City Councilwoman, final thoughts for the people.
Stay black.
She should say black.
Stay
true.
True to the game. True to the game.
Yeah, Miss Lunda said she just got a sore arm, a flu shot, no problem. No fainting, no falling. Does that mean you got big feet? No, I'm just. She got little feet, right?
Miss Linda.
I love you, Miss Linda. You know, that's the people on this live. It ain't even my fault. Y'all keep sharing this, man. We're going to see y'all.
Get your flu shots and get your vaccinations for COVID.
And you won't faint.
Nah,
I
ain't
did.
saying that. I'm trying to keep you alive.
Yes.
Stay alive.
Yeah, if you get sick, hopefully you won't die.
Yeah, we don't want nobody else dying in our community.
Exactly.
Yes, not at all.
Well, Damali, give them a reminder of the meeting on Tuesday.
Meeting on Tuesday is going to be happening at the Rudisill Library. That's going to be at 6:00.
Right. What's the address?
I don't know what the address is. Anybody know the address to Rudisill?
It is 11 something.
Oh no, we don't know what the address is, but it's off of Pine.
I know.
So right across from Carver. So yeah. So y'all come on out. If you're in community, y'all look it up. I don't know what the address is.
The address is 1520 North Hartford Avenue.
Good job.
Tulsa,
and you know what?
Oklahoma.
And I gotta give a shout out. My sister's birthday. My sister Khadijah. Her birthday is on the 22nd. Of
1520
October.
South Hartford Avenue.
1520 South Hartford Avenue is the address to Rudisill Library. So y'all come on out.
Just like that. And we will be live on location at Oasis Fresh Market on
I
this
thought we were going to
Saturday,
be live at
12 to 3.
At the Rudisill. I was like, are we?
I didn't say that. I said Oasis Fresh Market. That's why you got to listen to the whole thing. Like a teacher's teaching. You don't say nothing. No, I'm just playing. Good job today, Damali. Shout out to Cameron Walker for coming in with Habitat. Shout out to William Tisdale, 2020 Management. We'll see y'all on Tuesday. Thank you, District 1 City Councilwoman Vanessa Harper, JB Smooth, Uncle Bobby.
Yes.
We got to go, y'all. Consider donating to Eden Media Services to help our community radio continue to stay on the air. You can send your donation made payable to Eden Media Services to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D. We moved on up, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74106. This has been news you can use with your boy Charles Hopper, that's me.
And Damali Wilson, that's me.
And JB Smooth, we live every time, and we live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
The pressure. If you would like to promote or advertise your events or business on this show, inbox us on Facebook at World One Development. Hey, this has been World One Development's news you can use with your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper and Ms. Damali Wilson. And of course, that means it's time to get up and out of here. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the hosts and their guests, and not necessarily to the station, organization, committee, or other group or individuals associated with KBOB 89.9 FM and Eden Media Services. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you next week. Make sure y'all join us this weekend at Oasis, right?
Join us at Oasis. You at Oasis.